Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2008 animated feature film Igor. So this stars John Cusack, Molly Shannon, Steve Buscemi, uh, Sean Hayes is in this. He plays character Brain. Sean Hayes is just a perfect screecher and squealer, and he's just such a great talent in general. But having him be a voice actor is just always a treat because he doesn't do it that often. And this film is pretty old; it's from 2008. So it's nice to revisit the past and to see that animation style at that time period because it's a Metro Global something MGM, whatever MGM stands for, Metro Global Movie Market Machine. I don't know what the other M stands for. So this story takes place in the land of malaria. And malaria, this is very quick, hour and 26 minutes long, mind you. Malaria has been in a perpetual storm, and it's been dark and gloomy and horror ever since, right? It used to be sunny. And so then the crops, don't grow anymore. The farmland is just dried up. And so what do these people have, what do the Malarians have to do to survive? Well, obviously the king decided that they all have to be evil and create these evil machines and then see who can be evil and send evil things out to the world and that get paid to stop them, kind of a thing. So Igor is more so a school in regards to Igors go to school to become Igors. And what makes you an Igor? Well, you have to have a hunchback, obviously. And so then you'll become a doctor's assistant, a mad scientist's assistant. And Igors are just the assistant. They can never be the scientist. So this particular Igor, voiced by John Cusack, is actually creating things. He created Scamper, who's this, immortal bunny rabbit who just won't die, even though he keeps trying to die many, many times. He just can't die. Uses that to his advantage, severing his own limbs to get out of traps, stuff like that. This is a kid's film. Beautiful. So you then have Sean Hayes playing this character Brain, who's a brain in a jar, but he's sentient, very entertaining, on wheels, and has a robot arm. So their scientist inadvertently explodes after high calibrating the gigawatts and all that stuff for a spaceship. And so Igor then makes this monster character who he calls Eva. Well, she calls herself Eva, if you will. So it's a Frankenstein's monster bit in regards to this particular kid's story. And so to have this film in '08 and to have WALL-E in '08, right? That's a Disney Pixar film. This particular film came out September of '08. WALL-E came out in June of '08. And so both films, 2008 films, have a main character going, Eva, hysterical. Not planned at all because it takes years, 3, 4, 5 years to make a CGI film, a computer generated image film. So to have them both come out 3 months apart from each other, and two characters going Eva, hysterical. I almost died. Of laughter. I was laughing that hard. Hysterical. Not planned, and it was wonderful. One of those serendipity coincidence moments is wonderful. So as the story progresses, it's a matter of how do you make Eva evil if she doesn't want to be evil after a brainwashing just makes her want to be an actress. And so the brainwashing scene was great, and the evil bone in her body is in her finger, but it's not activated. She's not evil. She just wants to be happy and free and help the blind orphan kids with their productions and stuff, and that's it. So then there's an evil scientist, a bad scientist, who wants to steal her and make her his own project, overthrow the king. But while that's happening, Igor and Scamper and Brain find out that the light tower is not a beacon, that way everybody can see the evilness. It's actually a weather machine creating the clouds, creating the storm. So the king is the one who destroyed the crops the entire time for profit, to sell these evil machines for profit. So then it was an overthrowing the government, and this was a wild hour and 26 minutes, bro. 86 minutes long of film, including credits. It was so wild. So much happened. It's such a small amount of time. Jennifer Coolidge is a character of this as well. She plays Heidi. A couple other character voices. I thought it was very well done. I liked that Eva then turned evil because that evil scientist with experiments, but then went back to being Eva once Igor finally talked to her again and snapped her out of it and got the clouds away and brought the sun back out. And the whole thing was that she was preparing for an audition to be Annie, singing "The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow." So she's singing a bunch of songs. The kids are singing a bunch of songs. The different other characters are singing a bunch of songs. Brain sings a song at one point. It's not technically a musical, but I'm considering this a musical because I didn't expect so much singing in it. It's not a musical in the sense of this music is sung by a character to elevate the story and bring the plot along. It's a matter of these characters are just singing songs in regards to stuff that's happening in the story at a moment. And then we go on to the next scene. It's just funny. It's just quick. It's fun. It was very spooky. I should have watched this closer to October now that I think about it. But it was on my list. We checked it off. We watched it. Very impressed. Igor, 2008 animated feature film. On to the next review. Mahalo.